pleasure to be with you on Radio Tunis International. Faisal Hilali on audio engineering, Sofian Benjim on live streaming, Hayet Toukabri in the studio for this daily edition. And it's a pleasure for us to have with us in the studio Salim Hammouda, who is a youth advocate for education. He has come from the École Supérieure des Sciences et de la Technologie de Hammam-Sousse, and he is here to talk to us today about orientation, which is one of the major issues now facing students who have already succeeded in the back exam and are looking for then decisions, the right decisions to make for their future careers, for their future studies, and this event is meant for you. So give us a listening ear, and I am sure that you will be then happy to hear what Salim is going to share with you today. So Salim, this event is entitled OpenMic Orientation. Before we come to the event, tell me a little bit about yourself. You are still young, and I'm sure that you have gone through this as well. Trying to take the right decision after the back exam, which is really a tough, period, very stressful period, a lot of, impact and a lot of maybe influences here and there from the parents, from the students, from your friends, from the people that you know in general, your teachers maybe, coming up with the right decision, trying to put all that through a sieve, really, and come up with the right decision. I mean, it's a big deal.
Yes. It definitely is. Well, thank you for having me again.
You are welcome.
Well, for orientation, that's the ethos of the event, because as students, as faculty students, we've been through this before. Right. So we wanted to make it way easier for people. For me, I've always knew what I wanted. I'm a computer science student, and since the high school, I chose the computer science branch, and I had my back, and then I was like, I want to continue in this path.
Right.
And I was lucky enough that my parents were supportive. That my parents were supportive in the sense they were like, do whatever that makes you comfortable, makes you happy, and whatever you're good at.
This is very important.
Yes. So I guess the person needs to know what they're good at. What's even now they have passed a national exam, they know their skills, they know their strength,
right,
and they need to play on that. They need to cultivate those skills, I guess.
Right. So, Salim, then I knew you when you were in Bizerta, and you were head in the Timyun Club,
yes,
right?
I was the president of the Timyun Club.
The president of the Timyun Club in Bizerta. And since then, you have been very active. Are you still with Timyun?
Yeah, well, I'm more of a senior member now. I advise the new boards.
Right.
It's already been 3 years. So there have been multiple, 3 presidents after me. And now I'm more of, they call me when they need help. They call me when they need advice.
Right.
And it's always a pleasure to help the new generations that are taking on the club.
Okay, yes. Right. So we come to OpenMic Orientation 4.0, which is already in its 4th edition, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, the event and the organizers of the event, because it's an event where you have several stakeholders, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about this.
Well, to begin with, the event is organized by IEEE. Can I talk a bit more IEEE?
Sure. Yeah, we know it, but briefly remind us.
It's the biggest international organization for IT students and professionals,
right,
and it's
about electronics and engineering.
Yes, electronics and engineering, computer science, AI, all of the new stuff.
Right.
And it produced more than 30% of the world's technological literature. So there's a lot of scientific research that goes behind it. And so we work on IT, but we also work on empowering youth. And that's where the event comes in. So it's organized by IEEE RSSTHS, the faculty.
Of Hammam-Sousse?
Of Hammam-Sousse, yes.
Right.
And it's basically an orientation event mainly for baccalaureate students who just graduated. I think today is the results for the control session, so good luck for the listeners.
Good luck for them,
yes.
Right.
And so it's for baccalaureate students, and it's also for people who just had their licence, for people who just finished the preparatory exam. So there will be multiple sessions, each for the specific audience. They will have speakers.
So multiple sessions in one day or over a few days?
No, it's one day.
It's just one day.
Yes,
that's the event.
Yes, it's going to be July 25th.
All right.
Inshallah, and it's going to take place in Sahel.
And you have chosen this holiday, the 25th of July.
It's more practical for people to come, even if they're not from Sousse, so they can
mobility, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So for the agenda, we're gonna kick things off with an opening ceremony, and then there will be multiple breakout sessions. So the participant will only attend the things they are interested in. So, for example, someone with a back degree in arts, in lettres, they will not be really interested in medical
computer science or medical studies.
We will have law experts talking about the law field. We will also have computer science experts. We'll have medical experts, etc.
So, from an organizational point of view, how are you going to dispatch that? I mean, you will have a big floor where you have different booths, different rooms, different. How is it going to be organized?
It's going to take place at a private university in Sousse, so we will have multiple classrooms.
Okay.
And prior to the event, the participant will be asked what are the sessions they're interested in. So once they get there, once we finish the opening ceremony, the OC team, the organizing committee member, will guide them to their respective classes where they will meet the experts they want to meet. So it will be, we will know before the event what kind of path you want to learn more about, and each participant will have two sessions. So they can choose, for example, computer science and medical studies, for example, for scientific people. So they will have a first session in the morning, and then we'll have a lunch break and a bunch of networking sessions, and then we will have the second session with the experts. Of course, these are the official sessions, and then each coffee break, there's a lot of networking. We will invite other IEEE student branches where you will basically have representatives of the faculties, so we'll not just learn about the curriculum or just the studies. You will learn about the faculty itself or the university itself. What kind of clubs are there?
So we'll be representing the IEEE chapters, will be representing their universities from where they come.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
And the networking sessions.
Okay.
So the participant will have a holistic view on what kind of studies they will pursue, but also that faculty, what kind of clubs are there, other extracurricular activities they could be involved in.
Okay.
So that's the
right. So when I mean, before organizing the event, I mean, do you put all this on your social media, for instance, so that you know how many people, you know what kind of welcoming capacity that you have?
Yes.
I mean, maybe the major bulk of the students you will be welcoming will be, for example, looking for more for IT, technological studies, etc., or medical studies, rather than the humanities, for instance, so that you know how to, for example, book your academics, your experts, the people who are going to come and share, you know, ideas with them.
Given that this is a flagship event, this is the 4th edition, we've already learned what kind of people come. The places.
So you build on the previous sessions.
Of course, we learn from the previous
editions.
Ones.
Okay.
But for this edition, we're actually working on expanding it more, and we're not limiting to a certain field. So the experts are already confirmed. We have law experts, as I said, law, medicine, of course, the IT with its different branches, so AI, data science, etc. And we have there's a form people can apply, fill in, etc. Exactly. And so then we can know what kind of the number of people we're hosting, but the maximum capacity is 100 people we're expecting at tops. So places do be limited, so people should apply fast.
So they apply first?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Okay. Is there a deadline for the application?
Yes, it's July 15th.
15th.
So they still have 1 week from now.
Okay.
They can, of course, they have the website. There's a website for the open mic where they can learn more about the event. They can see photos from the previous editions, and of course they can register in the website. There's a form they can fill in. So
it's a website or a page on Facebook or Instagram or
both.
All social media.
Yes, they can check our social media, which is IEEE USSTHIS in all social media, and they will find the form there. But also there is a website we built. Given we're an IT club, so we built the website for the event. They can go to OpenMic Orientation, and they will find the form there.
The necessary information. Okay.
Yes.
So the format of this orientation session, as you said, is then what do you call it? Peer sessions.
Yes, almost.
Then you have workshops.
Yes, first we're going to host everyone in an opening ceremony, a big opening ceremony.
Okay.
And then there will be breakout sessions. So multiple sessions going at the same time, simultaneously.
At the same time. Okay.
And of course, each to their interest. So there will be experts in each field. And not really peers because they're experimented people. So in medicine, there will be people who studied in the, for example, FMT or like Faculty of Medicine,
Okay.
but who are also practicing the job.
All right.
So they can give them both career perspective and academic perspective on the faculty.
Right.
And then there will be a bunch of coffee breaks and networking sessions, and then we go back in the evening for another breakout sessions, and then the closing ceremony. So the event will be wrapped up at 6 p.m.
At 6 p.m. It's starting in the morning. What time?
Of course, 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. Sorry.
Yes.
All right. So from the previous events, I mean, what kind of frequently asked questions come back to you from the students, from the attendees? Are they more about the academics? Are they more about than campus life? Are they more about the cultural life at the campus?
Yeah.
What are they about?
Mainly, it's a new trend. Our generation is now way more aware, more concerned about the extracurriculars. So
Extracurricular activities,
yes.
right.
So they ask about what clubs are there. Is it socially active? Which is a new thing. People usually don't ask about that. They ask about diplomas, etc. But now youth are getting more aware about the importance of social activities and of extracurriculars and of clubs, because they know they hone your skill. And it's the kind of skills and the kind of knowledge the faculty doesn't really give you.
Sure.
So they ask about that. They also, of course, ask about the different the differences between the curriculums. For example, for medical students, they ask about the difference between systems. So the Faculty of Medicine in Sousse is not the same as in Tunis or Sfax.
Right.
So they ask a lot about the system of the faculty, and that's it. And of course, the question is, what can I work, or what's the job prospect of each diploma? That's the main
job market.
Of course. And
The
is
job
it
market.
demanded? Is it not? So that's why people now are more leaning into IT because they think it's more profitable. So that's why we wanted to show them, no, there's a job market in each field, and here's exactly what you can do with a law degree. Because some people associate, for example, a degree in law and just being a lawyer, which is not the case.
Which
you
is
can
not
study
the case,
political
right.
science, you can study other stuff. So that's what we're aiming to do.
And there are so many retraining schemes, for people,
Exactly.
especially with the job market being open now, and with AI and data science and all that. So there are new perspectives for the job seekers.
Yes.
Now, from you are in the IT, right? In the IT field.
Yes.
From the things that you do on your campus, do you have like training sessions, for example, to get certification in certain fields in IT, for instance? Do you offer that as part of the academic studies, or is it something that is done, outside the academic curriculum?
Yes. Well, in the faculty, first thing they tell you, the professors, the university will give you up to 20% tops in terms of knowledge. Other than that, especially in IT and computer science, you need to work on your own and look for certifications. There are some partnerships that universities do, but it's not really common. So as a computer science student, you need to know what kind of certificates do you need, and then get to work on them. And the thing with, for example, IEEE, there's a lot of opportunities where you can get scholarships and you can get those certificates that sometimes cost a lot for free through partnerships, through these kind of clubs and student branches. So yeah, for the university, they give you the basics, really. They give you what is computer science, the basic math, the basic programming, etc. And then even the professors tell you, go look on your own, go seek opportunities on your own. So that's the kind of mindset.
That's right. And that's I mean, the learning process, you have to be involved in it so that you can make the maximum out of it, and the maximum of benefit, of course, for you as students. So this event is going to be organized on the 25th of July. So how can people join, apart from signing the Facebook page or the website, so that you know how many people you expect, in which fields, etc. Do they have to pay any fees?
No.
To attend the event?
No,
this is free.
It's completely free, and that we worked hard on.
But first come, first served.
Of course, they need to apply before the deadline. That's for sure.
Which is the 15th of July.
Yes, the 15th of July. So they still have 1 week, and it's going to be completely free. They will be provided with refreshments and with coffee, with lunch, etc. And it will be as you said, July 25th in Sousse in Sahlul. That's it. That's the main. They can sign up exclusively through the form, so we can know who's coming and to contact them, of course. So once they fill the form, they will be contacted by our HR team and to confirm their presence, and then they're welcome.
Right. From the attendees, maybe one last question: the rate of boys and girls.
Well, from the last, that's an interesting. From the previous editions, the girls are way more interested in IT. They're progressively the quota of boys at this point, it's 50-50, or sometimes girls are even exceed the number of girls exceed the number of boys. So especially in Tunis, we're it's less stigmatized, and a lot of women are excelling in engineering. In IEEE, we have a chapter who is it's called Women in Engineering. And and they're working on equality. But in Tunis, we don't really have that issue, so they're more on empowerment. So which is really good in Tunis. We don't have that kind of issue of women not doing in STEM. On the contrary, we empower them, and they're very involved in the STEM fields.
That's right. And do you have any parents, for instance, coming to these sessions with their their sons or daughters? Of course,
they're welcome. A lot of parents are involved in this decision. However, we advise them to let the student decide on themselves, of course. Right. But they're welcome to, of course, if they're not from Sousse and they need transportation or they need to accompany them, of course they're welcome, and they will we will contact them and they will let us know. Right. But they're of course welcome.
But they will be there to get more informed about what their kids are going to do. You know, what is the field of study? Maybe they would like more information about it, especially if it's a field that they don't have any clues about. So it's good for them to know exactly where your son or your daughter is going, and the direction they are heading to. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Salim. A pleasure to have you, and wish you all the best of luck. So you have finished your exams.
Yes, all
Any
done.
plans for the holidays?
Well, I'm going back to Benzert. We have the thing to do in Benzert is going to the beach.
All right.
So a bunch of swimming. But
any other activities in associations in?
Of course, we're working in IEEE. We're working on workshops and training sessions. Where I'm working as a trainer, so there's a bunch of training sessions coming up.
Yes. For the summer.
Yes, all right. For the summer.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
I swear to God, when I come home,